What about you, Mr. Synergy? What is your excitement levels for the new Trails game? I would assume, quite high. It's a new arc. I guess I didn't technically finish what I was gonna say about it, but uh, long story short, Trails does some things that I don't like, and I would like to see the series grow. And Trails in the Reverie kind of gave me a glimpse that it's capable of doing that, but I'm not necessarily convinced that the series will do it. And a lot of that stems from it's a brand new arc, and it probably has 2, 3, 4 parts. Um, and they're probably just going to be doing the same thing that they really like to do. And I'm not a fan of that storytelling, and it's been grating on me as the entries go by. But sometimes I feel alone in that criticism. But we'll see. Most like there's a solid chance that I will play it. It's just a little unlikely that I will play it on release day. I'll probably wait a little while, see what my fellow Trails compatriots feel about it, and then go from there. Fellow Trails compatriots being Mr. JRPG, because not not a whole lot of other Trails people that I watch. I, I'm an outsider in the Trails fandom.
Chose to take a stand.
I'm very much an outsider. I feel like I think differently.
Aloy, well met. We've been briefed on our mission, and are ready whenever you wish to head to Cauldron Gemini.
Were you able to finish the new arm Gaia was helping you with?
Indeed. I was hoping we could discuss it, if you have a moment.
You wanted to talk about your arm?
Indeed. It's time to test it. And I want you to be there.
Okay. How are we doing this?
Not how. Where? Will you meet me where we felled Regala's Tremor Tusk? Right where the river bends?
Sure, if you want, but I'm not sure I understand.
You'll see when we get there. I promise.
Then I'll let you know when I get close.
You have my thanks, Aloy.
I want to find a Tremor Tusk. I'm like,
I
you
have
can
to
do
go
that on
now.
your own.
Then do not let me keep you.
Drag me into your
Like I
crazy
said,
man.
I'll call you when I'm close to Regala's old outpost near the bulwark.
May the Ten guide your way.
I want to get this guy his arm before we're dipping out. Maybe I did this instead.
So this data is from a weapon of mass destruction, or a game. Aloy!
Right to work, I see.
There's just so much. I mean, we knew of artificial beings that served the ancestors, but Gaia? Oh, she's amazing! And you, a true reincarnation of an ancestor. Genetically speaking, of course, not like the, late CO. And there's more ancestors out there, returned from beyond the stars. Of course, they're trying to kill us, which is not great. And Eric Visser is with them, which is disturbing. And then there's Hephaestus, and...
Okay. How about we take it one step at a time?
You're right. I also owe you an explanation for everything that happened at Landfall.
I see you've been using your new focus.
It's been fascinating. So much better than the version the Quen have. What would have taken me years to sort through, like the database you helped me recover, with this, I've been able to establish search parameters to speed up the process. This could revolutionize how diviners analyze the legacy. That is, whatever part of it the overseers would actually let us study.
You wanted data, you'll find lots of it here.
A diviner has never had this sort of unsupervised access to archives such as this. And knowing you, I suspect there is much that would normally be forbidden held within them. But I was sent here to help you. I would be remiss to ignore any truth laid before me. Maybe it'll help the Quen find their way back to the path of truth.
You just dropped a giant rock on Homeboy Slice. Except we didn't drop it. He dropped it. Except he didn't drop it. It just dropped because of him.
I need to get going, but if you need anything...
All I need is to help you succeed in your mission. The plan Gaia told me about, to capture Hephaestus, it will help set things right.
I hope so.
Then I will do whatever I can. I promise.
Alright. Help Homeboy Slice out with his arm. Figure out how to get out of here. I think Alva's voice actress does a really, really good job. He's killing it. Quest. Really? All the way over here? Oh. It's really all the way over there. I know I said we're gonna do, main story, but, gotta help this guy out. Come on. I'm not gonna leave him hanging.
World always seems quieter when it snows.
Who dat? Watch your back. This is your idea of training, huh? You call some crazy machine. I'm already telling you. I'm out. I'm gonna put up with that garbage.
This is where Kotalo wanted us to test out his new arm. Hey, Kotalo. I'm by the Tremor Tusk site, where we agreed to meet. Want to test that new arm of yours?
I'll be there shortly.
3 days later.
Thank you for waiting.
Maybe now you can tell me what we're doing here?
Not just yet. Follow me, please.
Someone's being awfully mysterious.
You took your sweet time telling me what you wanted to do to the bulwark. Consider this my revenge.
Fair enough.
This is it.
What am I looking at?
Oh, you'll see. Come.
All right, talk to me, Kotalo.
I wish to test the arm on that. It has menaced the valley for some time. Killed more than a few of the Sky Clan. But no longer.
I'm honored to help.
Not how I thought it would look.
After you.
Can you give yourself 5 fingers? Come on, man.
Let's see how this thing likes the taste of metal.
All right, let's grab the ears.
Watch it! The wounded beast only fights harder! That's the way!
I like it.
Believe me. Still off to the right. I'm gonna get the
Won't get the
what happened
better
to
of me!
Felica.
With honor! Can you
I
breathe it?
gained to him.
Here's some ammo.
He's dangerous.
We can't finish this if you die!
Oh.
Not the only one with steel!
Can this pop off, please?
Well, I think it's safe to say the new arm works fine.
Agreed.
Then why are you taking it off?
This is what I am now. What I overcame. Anything else feels... wrong. Like a disguise. I'll use the new arm when I need it, but the rest of the time, I will simply be myself.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
You have my thanks for doing this with me. Here. Something to mark our victory.
Thank you. I'll see you later then.
The Ten be with you, Aloy.
I don't feel like I picked up the ears. Yeah, I don't see the ears. I popped off those ears. Now they're gone. Sucker foo.
Welcome back. Aloy, I know your experience in Thebes was unsettling, but we have a new problem.
Did something go wrong with Beta and the rig? Will we be able to transport you to Gemini?
The rig is complete. The problem is Hephaestus itself. It has accelerated its proliferation throughout the Cauldron network, increasing its power.
But with your subfunctions restored, we can still succeed, right?
Correct. But the net effect is that absorbing Hephaestus will take longer than previously calculated.
How long?
Even with Omega clearance, my current estimate is that the merge will take 35 hours.
And each hour increases the risk of detection by the Zeniths. Two cores. Two overrides. What if the merge were carried out by two clones of Elizabeth Sobek, both armed with Omega clearance? How long then? Half the time?
Hephaestus would be unprepared for the simultaneous labor of two operators, in addition to obvious synergetic efficiencies. Calculating. It would reduce the merge time to approximately 4.5 hours.
Okay. Varl, it looks like we're gonna need Beta at Gemini. Do you think you can convince her?
I don't know, but I'll try.
What about our diversion? Are the pulse generators ready?
Only a final test remains. I am confident that if fired in proximity to other cauldrons, the pulses will mask our activities at Gemini from the Zeniths.
Good. As long as Aaron can operate one without shooting himself in the face.
Aloy, you better get down here. Beta's in bad shape.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't trust Beta to do this. Not at all.
Aloy, maybe speak?
Well, now I know where metal flowers come from. A last-ditch effort to stop the Pharaoh plague. Demeter must have started distributing them after it took refuge in the greenhouse.
Aloy. I tried, but it's impossible. I don't think anything will convince her to go.
We don't have a choice.
Good luck.
Beta, you have to come with us. It's the only way. It's one mission. The most important one. We need you. Tell me why you won't go. What if they take me back? Alone, in a cell again. Their slave. Forever.
I don't know. I don't really care for the I'll protect you. Find your courage. Bleh. I guess that just leaves us with look at the odds.
We have a solid plan. You helped come up with it. Without you there, the probability that the Zeniths discover us is high. But with you, that risk is much less. We'll get Hephaestus, get out, and come back here. It'll be okay. No! You can't guarantee that. I told you from the beginning we'll never beat them. It's hopeless. Beta. Leave me alone! You don't understand! You're right. I don't understand. We have the same genes, the same mind, the same heart. So why can't you find the strength to do what has to be done? Like Elizabeth would. Don't you think I've thought about that? I don't know what piece of Elizabeth I'm missing. I don't know what you have that I don't. I look through all the data from your focus. You were raised as an outcast, shunned, and isolated just like me, so what's the difference? What's my defect? Beta, you don't have a defect. Beta, look, it's not a piece of Elizabeth. The difference is, I had him. Frost. He raised you, trained you, but he was never warm or loving. The day he died, the day he gave you that charm, he was going to abandon you. He wanted me to embrace the tribe. But then he gave his life for mine. He loved me in his own way. And that was enough. What did it feel like? It was like having a strength that was always there. It's still there. Even now I hear him in my head when things get bad. When it looks impossible, look deeper. And then fight like you can win. You don't have to go on the mission. We'll find another way. I'll go. Like he said, odds are in our favor if I do. We have to succeed. But you have to promise me one thing. Yes, of course. If it goes bad, if the Zeniths find us, I don't want to be their slave again. Do you understand? Okay. Promise? I promise. I could use as much time as you can give me to study up on the merge, to make it as efficient as possible. I'll be ready when you are. I swear.
Aloy, whenever you're ready, come speak to me and I'll ask the others to make final preparations for the mission.
Who's got this quest? You've got this quest. Hey, know the honor. Do Beta and Aloy have the same voice? I believe they do. That was one of the things that I was listening out for when, you know, she first came into the hideout.
What's in this sneaky little
That is the
direction?
determination that I had went with.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. I was just studying the pulse generator schematics. The ones Gaia and Beta built. The craftsmanship is remarkable. Is everything all right? It sounded like there was an issue with Beta and the mission?
Not anymore. We just needed to talk some things through.
To understand one another is to embrace truth. Oh, and if you have a moment, there's something I could use your help with.
You mentioned there was something you needed help with?
Yes. So, as I was sifting through data from the greenhouse, I found references to an old world system back in the Great Delta. It's called Leviathan. My people discovered it decades ago. A sprawling network of river gates and a labyrinth of underground tunnels. The legacy revealed that the old ones used it to control flooding. But we've never gotten it to work. The whole thing is shut down. But the data from the greenhouse mentions the research facility where Leviathan was created. It's in San Francisco.
Another Pharaoh facility?
No. Leviathan was a project by Eileen Sasaki, another ancestor. So the legacy tells us, anyway, if we can acquire that data, we might be able to fix the system back in the Great Delta. Every year, my sister gets terrified when the long rains begin. With Leviathan, maybe she won't have to be.
Okay. So, where in San Francisco is this facility?
That's the thing. The data doesn't say where, exactly. But one of our diviners has been exploring the ruins. He might know. Would you come with me? I have a feeling that wherever this facility is, well, you're much better at fighting machines than I am.
Of course. I'll let you know when I'm in landfall.
Thank you, Aloy.
You mentioned Eric Visser? How do you know about him?
The Zenith who tried to kill you? He is known to the Quen as the Protector. Combing through data related to his work led us to breakthroughs related to weapons and military tactics. Knowledge our rulers used to conquer and expand, to become the empire we are today. That's why he's one of our most revered ancestors. But based on your encounter with him, it appears he's even more ruthless than we ever imagined. Yet another distorted interpretation in the legacy.
Well, at least you're piecing together the truth.
If only the overseers back home would do the same.
Beta mentioned other Zeniths. Tilda, Verbena, and Gerard.
I'm afraid I don't know anything about them. Whatever legacy they left behind, the diviners haven't recovered.
Must be strange to think that some of the ancestors your tribe reveres are still alive. And here on Earth, right now.
Yeah, it is. Part of me's curious to know who else besides Eric Visser might be among them. Maybe Nikita Arand? We call her the Spark. The legacy tells us she brought unlimited energy to the old ones. Or Sung Jiao, whom we call the Healer. It is said she found new ways to extend the ancestors' lifespans. But my curiosity fades when I think of how different our view of Visser was compared to the reality that you experienced. Perhaps it is better not to know.
I should go. Make sure you talk to Gaia if you have any questions about the pulse generators.
May your path lead to truth.
And, like I said, I'll let you know when I'm in landfall. We'll find the data you're after.
I appreciate it.
Not too interested in her quest right now.
I was hoping we could speak, Aloy.
You want to talk to me?
Hey, we'll be going after Hephaestus soon. You good with the plan?
I've already got the location of my assigned cauldron.
Good.
I heard you and Beta had a talk.
News travels fast.
It wasn't exactly a quiet conversation.
There were just things that needed to be said.
A healthy crop to those who clear the weeds between them, as the Utaru say. Oh, I also wanted to give you this. For helping with the land gods. Plainsong is in your debt.
Thank you, Zoe.
You deserve much more for all you've done. May the land always bloom in your steps.
And yours? How'd it go with the chorus after we fixed the land gods?
They were shocked when I told them that our lands would soon be on the mend. I thought Fane's eyes would pop out of his head. But of course they had no choice but to take it as good news, even if it meant all their preaching about meekly accepting our doom was exposed as rot. To be honest, I found the conversation to be highly enjoyable.
I'm glad. You deserve it. They're lucky that you never gave up on saving them.
Yeah, call him a sucker fool.
I should go.
As soon as you intend to leave for Gemini,
You'll hear about it.
So Ashley Birch voices both. She also voiced Elizabeth Sobek. Fun fact, Ashley Birch only voiced Aloy in the first game. They used a different actress for character model. Ashley took over the mocap acting in Horizon Zero Dawn DLC.
all kinds of
And from then on. Interesting. Very, very
I don't know if
interesting.
I'd like that. I wouldn't want my Aunt Alga knowing she could just talk to me every second of the day. My ears would pop off.
That kind of reminds me, there was a show that I used to watch called Orphan Black. And it's about a person. I don't know if she's I think she's an adult, but you know, I was gonna say anyways. A person finds out that there's someone else out there that looks like her, and it's like exactly like her, and it's a really, really cool story. It's really nice for, I don't remember how many seasons it is, but like it definitely hits a really nice peak. I don't know if it necessarily ends the way people would like, but I definitely think it's worth a watch. The main actress who plays the character, like the character, like the main character that you initially see, also plays the characters that look like that main character. And it's really, really cool to see somebody play one character one way, and then you see them play a character that's completely different, and they just nail that performance. And then they keep on doing that. It's a really fascinating it's a really fascinating show if you look at it from that angle, but it's also a pretty good show. So if you've never watched it, you know, maybe give it a shot. You know, in Batman Arkham City, Kevin Conroy actually voiced both Batman and Hush. I have no idea who Hush is. I actually started playing Batman Arkham Origins on stream recently, since it is a Christmas game. Batman
Hello
being
again,
a Christmas
Aloy.
game. That's a new one for me. You can actually notice subtle changes to the Aloy model between Horizon Zero Dawn and Horizon Forbidden West to see how they added more of Ashley's features to Aloy. I was gonna say something, but I was gonna mention like the facial capture is so much more animated on in this game compared to the first game, and I just thought back to some of Aloy's smiles and things like that, and you know, she gets those big grins on her face sometimes. Orphan Black is an absolutely amazing show, and it's hard to talk about it without spoiling it. I know. It is tough to talk about it, but it's, at the very least, it's a very cool concept. You know, give it like 3 episodes or something like that. I don't know if it's on any streaming platforms though.
Hello, Aloy.
Hey, Gaia. So, me and Beta, I guess you heard what happened.
Yes. I am continuously impressed by the complexity of human relationships. Despite the unpleasant circumstances that led to your quarrel, I am pleased to see you have both found an agreeable resolution.
Well, 2 heads are better than 1, right?
Yes, I believe so. Are you ready to depart for Cauldron Gemini? Or we can continue our conversation, if you like.
As they say, let's bust up some suckers.
Okay, people. It's time to head out.
I'll get everyone together.
Orphan Black is currently available on Amazon Prime. Okay, I might watch that again. Hush is a villain from the comics who is a serial killer who takes parts of his victim's flesh to try and reconstruct himself, namely his face. Interesting. Well, very gruesome villain for Batman. That one in the back is just like, yeah, I'm carrying the thing. So this is what this one is used for. Got it. I thought we were going to be in separate locations.
All right, connections in place. Booting up.
Beta, Aloy. I am fully installed on this core and ready to connect to the Cauldron network.
It's good to hear your voice. Erend, everyone. Fire your pulses and sound off.
I'm at my cauldron. This thingy, it's blinking. Did I do it right? In position at my cauldron. My pulse generator is blinking also.
That means they're working. I'm in position, and mine is too.
Mine as well.
Okay, radio silence until I give the all clear. Signing off. Gaia, let's cage the beast.
Connecting to the Cauldron network now.
Elizabeth Sobek, Alpha Prime, activating Omega clearance. Elizabeth Sobek, Alpha Prime, activating Omega clearance.
Clearance confirmed. Initiating containment sequence.
Critical threat detected. Imperative escape containment. Applying countermeasures.
Lock it down!
Terminating external connections.
It's working! It's got nowhere to go!
Capture imminent. Initiating contingency 13F.
Wait, what's that?
Malware detected. Attempting to compensate.
It's cracked.
Look!
Facility activated. Engaging autonomous defenses. Directive neutralize.
That means machines are on their way. Get ready!
Here they come.
Varl, stay here. Protect Beta.
We've got it.
Be careful.
For the fallen!
That's a behemoth. Can we not? I'm not ready.
Stay back. Get back!
Are you okay, Aloy? Relief.
Over here, you!
Aloy! Help!
Am I catching it? Am I catching it?
Aloy! Need a hand over here!
Oh. I'm not catching it. I'm dying.
Got him in my... Draw it away from Beta!
Jesus.
Stay back!
It's really angry.
Get back!
Get back, sucker fool. You don't know me like that. I'm stuck.
Over here, you! Think you can hunt me?
Over here, you! Come over to where Beta is.
Aloy! Need a hand over here!
You're the one who called the sucker to you.
We're safe, Aloy.
I'll go for it. That was an interesting interaction. I'd like to know what's all's going on here.
Draw it away from Beta!
Oh.
Oh, you're wounded.
Go. Dying. This is why I hate Ravagers.
Are you okay, Aloy?
Get up! Suckers.
Get back!
Alright, let's try this again.
Varl, stay here. Protect Beta.
Got it!
Be careful.
We got this! Stay back!
He's not being a jerk.
Do you need ammo? Get back!
Aloy? Help!
Alright,
Over here,
gun is
you!
gone.
Hitting those weak spots is really working!
Dang it.
Aloy! Need a hand over here!
You were doing literally nothing. I am aggroed on everything. You were doing literally nothing. I need a hand over here.
We're safe, Aloy.
Draw it away from Beta! Stay back! Get back!
Will you get out the way? I'm trying to shoot this guy.
Over here, you!
Oh.
Aloy! Need a hand over here!
Everybody needs a hand. You don't see me complaining about it.
Are you okay, Aloy?
Guess I can see you complain about it.
Draw it away from Beta!
Damn, ammo's out.
What are these guys weak against?
Oh, you
Have I tried doing something like that?
Stay back!
Chain reaction?
Get back!
I
angry.
am not in a very good spot.
Over here, you!
Alright.
Aloy!
Suck
Need a
around.
hand over here!
Heart's flying. That's all of them for now. I better check on Beta and Varl.
Well, that was rough. There better be fat loots in here. Why is there a Scorcher circulator in here?
You two okay?
Still breathing.
Aloy, Hephaestus can't escape, but it must have fled deeper into the facility. I'll drive it back here. I'll get the cracked core fixed in the meantime. Keep her safe, Varl.
On my life.
Look, looks back at the guy. Yeah, see? We were just talking about that yesterday. At least you had enough time to look both ways.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah, it wasn't like something crazy going on, so, you know, you can get away with it.
Okay, I gotta chase after Hephaestus. Force it out of wherever it's hiding. Make it retreat to the core.
What does it matter where it's hiding?
Oh, no, you don't, Hephaestus! I'll find another way over.
I almost died.
Aloy, I'm patched into your focus feet. You should know there's a huge power draw coming from the next chamber. Thanks for the heads up. I'm almost there.
Yeah, he's a pretty gruesome villain. You wouldn't say Batman is too much of a stranger to that, though. The Killing Joke is a comic that is essentially the Joker's origin story and has
Some kind of production chamber. Festus is up to something, all right? What kind of machine? is it trying to build? I don't know, but I'm gonna shut it down. I bet those metal carriers will lead me to where it's getting materials from. I bet that's where Hephaestus is hiding too.
What do we think that is? Deathbringer? Tyrannosaurus Rex? Joker's origin story that has him seeking to prove that at any sort of extremely bad situation will turn someone into him and make them insane. He goes to Commissioner Gordon's house. Because of this, shoots his daughter in the spine, paralyzing her, and takes pictures of her struggling in pain on the ground. I'm sure
Well,
that's
that doesn't sound good.
somewhat comparable, but
Machines are making a beeline for another chamber. I better follow them. That's weird. They're not fighting back. Wherever they're going must be more important.
But I don't know if that's necessarily the same thing as somebody killing people and then using their body parts to reconstruct his face. That's just me. What do I know? Oh, where am I supposed to go? There somehow.
I should be able to catch a ride on one of those metal carriers.
Okay, that's cheating. That is cheating. I can't even do anything to you from over here. How do I get up to one of those carriers? That is the question. This way first.
These machines aren't fighting back either.
Very poor job at this. I killed one.
I might be able to catch a ride on the rail. Go over the shield. Aloy, I've managed to rewire most of the components in the core, but the energy processor's cracked. Without a way to fabricate another, there's no way I can fix it. Okay, let me think. What if you bypass the processor? Connect it to the power node? I think that could work. I think it could. Shield.
Joker then kidnaps Gordon, strips him naked, puts him on a creepy roller coaster in an abandoned amusement park, and makes him ride it while singing and forcing Gordon to look at pictures of his injured daughter. Of course, though, this doesn't drive Gordon insane, so Joker's idea is proven wrong. Yeah, I don't know if that's on the same level for me, but you know, like I said, maybe I'm just not maybe I'm too desensitized to these sorts of things.
There's an opening at the top of the shield.
No way I can jump on that, right? That's too high. This is where I came from. Can't jump on that.
I can get into that chamber if I go over the shield.
I don't have confidence that you can make that jump. But I'm also not quite seeing.
Maybe there's a way over the shield.
Really? Fine. Always cheat. Mad Hatter is one that's featured in the games and comics and isn't really gruesome form from a physical standpoint, but more in a psychological sense. He is obsessed with Alice in Wonderland and thinks...
Now how to drive Hephaestus out of here?
There should be a node you can override, near the central platform.
Thanks. Maybe I should deal with these machines first.
Like from above, Saga. He's obsessed with Alice in Wonderland and thinks he is the real-life incarnation of the Hatter in the book. Oh. Not be insane, please. Gosh. Oh, you're still. He is also a former neuroscientist and knows about mind-numbing chemicals and hypnosis methods. He often tries to seek out girls who he thinks will be his Alice, and this actually led to him abducting Barbara Gordon as a child and forcing her to be in his tea party. Yeah, certainly crazy. I guess I'm just not on the, you know, killing people and using their body parts to reconstruct his face. I'm not there yet, but we'll get there.
Increase power output by 74%.
Apparently, it is also time to mark. Let's do that.